Wanting great sex with your partner every time, this strategy may set you up for failure. Hello and welcome back to my channel. As always, I am Matt from Cleveland Sex Therapy. I'm a licensed clinical therapist and certified sex therapist. Today, let's talk about sex. More specifically, a question I get asked all the time. How do me and my partner have great sex? Well, the answer may shock you, but let's jump into some foreplay to start. First things first, if you want to have great sex with your partner, you need to have great communication. Great sex is about communicating your wants and desires. Your breaks to arousal, or what turns you off, think stress or conflict, and your accelerators to arousal, the stuff that turns you on, think dirty text messaging or when your partner completes their to-do list. If you want a resource that talks all about this, check out Emily Nagoski's book, Come As You Are. As much as I love vanilla sex, research shows that variety is the spice of life. Now, this does not mean you have to go become a sadist or engage in sadomasochism. This just means exploring your kinky side a little bit more. Remember, liking dirty talk or being spanked or anal play, all of that is kinky. And if you don't feel in tune with your kinky side, you are not alone. This is very common. Just start doing some internal reflection and think about, what would I want to try in the bedroom? Lastly, before we get into why I say you should strive for good sex over great sex, is vulnerability. A great tip that's going to really help you connect with your partner is when you two can start being more vulnerable with each other. Brené Brown says that vulnerability is one of the most courageous things we can do as humans. My rule of thumb is that if you can't be vulnerable with your partner, who can you be vulnerable with? So what does this look like? Emotional connection, sharing stories, opening up to one another, and building trust. Safety is built through vulnerability. So take the risk. I promise you won't regret it. All right, so the whole point of this video, why do I think you should strive for good sex instead of great sex? Well, the answer is quite simple. Less pressure. If we're constantly hoping that each and every time we have sex with our partner, that it's going to be the most mind-blowing, great sex of our lives, we are 100% setting ourselves up for failure. This is impossible to do. There will be misses that occur. Miscommunication, anger, stress, sleepiness, conflict. This is just way too difficult to achieve each and every time. But if we focus on having good sex each time, we are going to achieve that way more frequently than if we say we want great sex every time. And in the field, we call this the good sex model. What this looks like is entering each and every sexual encounter focusing on your pleasure and not the expectations of great sex. That way, we hit our mark of having good sex probably 75% of the time, while achieving great sex 25% of the time, and not so good sex 25% of the time. This is 100% a mindset and something I think couples should start incorporating immediately if they want long-term, sustainable intimacy. That's all I got. What do you think about the good sex model? How do you and your partner strive for great sex? Comment down below. Until next time.